This is the first time I've done a check-in since deciding a week ago, and within that time frame we've had 2 off-plan days and 5 days back on higher calories. My lowest weight was 90.8 kilo and I woke up at 96.5 this morning, so this is me at 96.5 kilos. Here we go, see how we are looking. This is my favourite shot. Hams and glutes lines are still there of some sort. Considering I've put on 5.5 kilos, I'm still very happy with body composition, you know. Have a look at the back. I'm guessing I'm a lot softer in the glutes and the hamstrings. Yes guys, good morning. Welcome back YouTube. So this is my first video back since the altercation, shall we say, over the weekend. Oh, good morning, little man. I never knew you were there. Millie? Mum's gone. Where do I start? So, straight away, let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is the new moustache with the twirls. No, I'm only joking. The elephant in the room, obviously, I decided to knock my bodybuilder preparation on the head. Now, a lot of people are probably wondering why. I can hear children coming down. It's 5 in the morning right now. I thought I might be having a little bit of a lie-in. Good morning. Are you coming in to say hi? Let's come. No? Anyway, so, yes, back to what I was going on about. Decided to pull out a bodybuilding prep 3 weeks out. Now, there's a bit of a long story behind it, a long-winded one, which I'm not going to go too deep into. Long story cut short, I love bodybuilding. I love the lifestyle about it. I love building muscle, being in the gym, the nutrition. I love the structure and routine of training and nutrition. I love the whole lifestyle in general of coaching people, changing people's lives. I'm so enthusiastic about it all. But competitive bodybuilding isn't for me. I thought, do you know what? I'd like to give it a go. So I dove into a prep. For the first time, was just going for first time as amateur comp. Thought nothing too much of it. Didn't really know what to think of it. And obviously with me and my mindset, I'm an all or nothing kind of guy. So I had a 16-week prep, dove hard into it, and I mean hard, as you can tell. At my final photos, I was probably stage ready 3 weeks out, or more than stage ready, a lot more stage ready than a lot of people will be. I was pretty much fat free, but that got me into a dark place. So hear me out. Until about the 7 weeks out mark, that was a breeze. I got a lot of weight off, okay. I would say the last 2 to 3 weeks of feeling that back end of that prep where I was pretty much fat free, things were extreme to the point where cardio was 45 minutes a day, which isn't extreme to some, but food was low. Some days it was 2,100, which is very, very low for me. So I was burning like 3,800 calories per day, sometimes eating 2-1. So sometimes I was in like a 1,500 calorie deficit every day. Not just that, but then you got to take the drugs into account as well. So I had a little bit of sleep insomnia from the tren. So I was falling asleep like 10 p.m. at night, waking up at 2:30. Some of my check-ins were at 2:30 in the morning. That, week after week, month after month, slowly killed me as well. So basically, I just ended up driving myself into a really dark place. I won't go into too much detail, but just to a place where I lost myself as a human. And if you know me, I am the most bubbliest, see a little fellow over there. I'm the most bubbliest, happiest, positive guy. I am that one personality. Good morning, my love. That everybody knows as the bubbliest, positive guy. And I just wasn't. I completely lost myself. I wasn't talking to anyone, wasn't socialising with anyone, didn't want to see anyone, didn't want to be with anyone, hadn't spoke to anyone in months. I was having to, because I'm a dad as well, the biggest thing that was affecting me was I prioritised myself on being a good father, being a family man, like my kids are my world, and the number one problem was I wasn't able to be myself around them. I was present, I was keeping busy, I was still obviously looking after them, doing what I could for them, but I didn't feel there. And my energy around them was just different, and it really made me upset. And I thought, do you know what? I'll tell you another big one as well, because I live alone. Some days were long, and I was having to sit at my mum's or my sister's house just for some company for hours, because I'd had months without it. Anyway, I thought, why am I doing all this to stand on a stage for 5 minutes to showcase my physique? At the end of the day, I did the diet, I got fat free, I lost 60 pounds, I got to the extreme end of it. But to hold off another 3 weeks of feeling in this dark place mentally, to showcase myself on a stage for 5 minutes at an amateur body competition where you're not going to achieve anything and it's not for anything, I just thought, what the fuck am I doing? I just come to realisation a little bit. I thought, do you know what? Fuck this. I need to get back to what's right, which is prioritising me, my mental health, so I can be myself around my clients, my family and my children. And then straight away from that moment I did. So that's pretty much what's gone on. But like I said, I still love bodybuilding. I appreciate it. I love the lifestyle. It's what I do. But competitive bodybuilding, not for me. My lifestyle doesn't suit it. I'm too busy with kids and business. And that's fine. Some people can hack it. Some people want to sacrifice that. I do not. So yeah, moving forward, what position are we in right now? So I've just done a little check-in today, first time there. Now, I did do 16 weeks of dieting without missing a single beat of a gram of anything. So you can imagine this weekend went a little bit off plan. Saturday, Sunday, just ate what I wanted. And then I reeled it back in on Monday. Put 1,000 calories in my diet straight away. So I am going to self-coach myself going forward, which I'm really excited about. So we're going to put up calories slowly. So I took my calories up to 3,500 training day, 3,100 non-training day, which is still very low for me, but it's enough to get some fullness back and some life in the rig. And do you know what? Just today I'm starting to feel myself again, a little bit more myself again, physically and mentally. Been getting up at 5, half 5 rather than 3, so normality starting to creep back now as my body and hormones are stabilising. So my plan of action moving forward now, I've got a few holidays coming up, so I'm going to stay nice and lean. I was 96 kilo this morning. I'm going to stay around 96, 98 over the next few weeks and then drive up into the winter, but obviously focusing on keeping body composition in a good place. My insulin sensitivity is so high right now from dieting down, so I'm very responsive to building muscle. So I'm going to be nailing and watching my nutrition very slowly over the next few months. 3,500 calories. I put my protein up to 300 on both training day and non-training day. I think carbohydrates were sort of like 550 training day, 45 training day. Non-training day carbs were about 400 and fats at like 60, so slightly higher fats and protein on a non-training day just to aid with recovery and aid the hormones as well. There's no need for them extra carbohydrates if I'm not training as hard. Training wise, I've just put a new training split in place for myself. Now, as I've dieted down, I've noticed that my training, my weak points are my hamstrings, that my quads really do oversize my hamstrings. My arms are a weakness. So basically the plan in place is to bring up my arms and my hamstrings. So a lot less volume in the back, because that's a big strong part of mine. A lot more volume going into the hamstrings and the arms. So training split wise, it's sort of like push, pull legs, rest, push legs, but with an arm bias sort of like focus. So like the start of my pull sessions, we get arms done first. So like 3 bicep exercises, then I go into back. And then on my push exercises, on my push days, it's arms first, then we go into chest. So I can put the energy and the focus and the main energy I do have into my arms, absolutely obliterate them, and then go into my compound exercises. Hamstrings, so leg days are both hamstring focused, but obviously with glute involvement as well, just more involvement in the hamstrings. Bringing in RDLs, haven't done them for probably over a year now. But what's really nice, the position I'm in right now, jumping into a new training split, being so fragile and so fresh, is stripping things right back to the start, starting nice and light, basically like starting as a beginner in the gym again, nailing the form, nailing the technique across all my lifts on my new split, and then we've got a long runway of driving forward and taking up progressive overload and strength and body weight over the next few months. Probably got a good like 8-9 month runway ahead of building, which I'm really excited for. So yeah, that's the position we are in anyway. We're all good mentally, we're getting there. It's been a whirlwind, but the last 2-3 days I've felt my bubbly personality coming back. Gonna make the kids some breakfast now. I'm having eggs. Well, I think we're all having eggs on toast actually. It's little things like that, you know. Today we are training 4th session of the week, which is arms, delts, and chest, I think. Can't remember off the top of my head. But again, biasing arms. So starting with triceps, we've got biceps, triceps, then we finish off on chest. So I'm going to record the session, talk through it, and bang it in here. And I look forward to uploading this evening. Peace out, guys. Thank you for listening. Appreciate it. Oh, one more thing I did want to mention. I told my boys this morning, we're going camping this weekend in the camper. We've got a pitch down in Abergally. Can't go too far because they're at the age now where, like, Daddy, are we nearly there yet? Are we nearly there yet? Like, literally, we can just leave the driveway and they'll be like, Daddy, are we nearly there? How long? And I'm thinking, oh, God, we can't go far. So anything within the hour is perfect. And it's nice weather on the weekend as well. So we've got a couple of nights pitching up down the coast, which is going to be lovely. Lots of bike rides, pizzas, ice creams, playing outside, arts and crafts, you know the score. So I told them about that before school this morning. They're absolutely buzzing. So yeah, it was so nice to see their faces. But anyway, we've got PTs to hit, clients to deal with, changing lives and all that shit. Catch up with you soon. Oh, yeah.
This is all fucking me. So play these 80s all day, so they can't each other. Won't you take me to fucking sound?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I felt nice that, mate. Second exercise was on our first bicep exercise, going for a prime preacher curl. 3 working sets between 8 and 12. Got a very big focus on time and attention at the moment. No ego is taking over me the next few months. Oh, fuck yeah. Third exercise, second tricep exercise. We're going for the rope push down. Only got 2 biceps and 2 triceps today. 3 working sets on each though, so 6 working sets for biceps, 6 working sets for triceps. Into the 4th working set here. Choosing the Vulcan rope. Full flexion there, bringing my forearms to my biceps for full flexion, my triceps. Fully contracted in the short. In the length, should I say. Fully stretching the short. Oh yeah. Final arm exercise, fourth and final, and we are going for the prime cable double arm cable curl. 3 working sets, 8 to 12. When the sun goes down. Right. Oh yeah. Oh. So that's biceps, triceps, fully done and dusted. We are now on to our 3 press movements. We've got incline Smith, flat machine press, and pec deck. Let's go. The conversation again. So what have you had to eat today then, did you say?
5 Weetabix.
5 Weetabix. Do you put your whey with your Weetabix? Do you know what I mean?
Whey and cream.
Cheers man, nice one, thanks very much.
Whey and cream or rice as a shake together. Just shake it.
Have you ever tried putting your whey in your Weetabix? Yeah, no.
I find it quite thick.
I like that though, mate. I like, that's what, was it Perform Whey actually?
Yeah.
Yeah. That whey does add a lot of thickness.
But then sometimes because I'm not a big eater, it sits heavy on the stomach.
Yeah.
So I eat my Weetabix because it's just nice.
Yeah,
and
no, it
soft,
does go in
and then
easy.
just drink my shake and
See,
then
because I'm a massive eater, mate. I like volume and like quite dense food.
feel full.
Yeah, because I'm always hungry. I've just upped my calories now to 3,500, which is low for me in the grand scheme of things, but I've just been at 2.5, so it's an extra 1,000 calories a day, but it's like not even filling the sides at all, literally.
2-3 weeks. And
Oh,
you're
mate.
starving,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
you eat 4
Yeah. I'll up it as and when need be, like, but for now, it's that extra 1,000 calories is definitely doing a job, bloody hell. I'm a lot fuller. Like, I feel a lot full as my body. Like when I did my check-in this morning, I actually feel like I look better. I was more vascular, leaner and tighter. I put 5 kilo on since I got my food. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like I look better. It's weird. But yeah, this morning, what did I have? The lads had me up early, mate. I was up at 5. I held off till 6:30 though. 2 bagels back in, 2 full eggs, 8 egg whites, with mushrooms and ketchup. And then, what did I have pre-workout? 120 gram of cream of rice with 60 grams of whey, 100 gram of blueberries, matey. It's a square bar before we train then. Right, on to first chest exercise, Smith press. Top set on the incline Smith press. I have done like 4 plates on this before, but as we're at the back end of a heavy deficit and fresh program in place with a big emphasis on slowing the movement down and really working the muscle, my top set's just going to be 2.5 with an idea. I'd like 8 ideally, but we will see how it moves. Okay, we will see. Oof. 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 Oh yeah, fucking up. Let me. Oh. nice tension. Oh yeah. Fresh. Yeah. I know, yeah. Oh. Hey, keep it slow, steady.
When you get tired, you just start, fuck off.
Very easily start slinging it about.
I'm finished now, it's my last one.
Yeah, literally. So as Carl was saying then, last exercise now, what's a little bit of a strange one for us is that when we've gone into a push workout, we've always prioritised chest. So pec deck's actually always been our first exercise. This is the first time it's been our last exercise, yeah. So what's this now, 6th exercise of the day? 7th exercise of the day? Can't remember off the top of my head. So going into pec deck, fully fatigued, with arms burnt out and pumped is a little bit of a strange one. So I'm going to be a little bit clever with the weight choice. There's 2 working sets here, aiming between 10 and 15. The good thing about using the prime here is I work unilaterally, obviously, because of my Poland syndrome. I only have to train one side at a time. Otherwise, if I do too much push movements with my right hand side, my effective side, the front delt, I just really struggle with the front delt. I'm fatigued and stress and strain in the front delt. I have to constantly run BPC 157 in it just to help with recovery in general. Without that, I'm pretty much stuffed with weightlifting. So yeah, I just train unilaterally, just one side at a time. Because that front delt, I can feel it now, how tight it is after today's session. So yeah, first working set. Let's get cranking. A big focus on keeping my arms straight and driving through my little finger. Do not want my elbow to bend, my shoulders to round. Tension constantly in the chest. Let's go. Go a bit lighter on the back off to finish there, mate. Underestimated the fatigue.